This is exactly right.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models,
including the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid.
Plus, there's the bold and stylish Elantra loaded with the latest tech.
Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or the Ioniq 9.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye. Hello.
And welcome
to my favorite murder.
The Minisode.
That's right. That's it.
We're going to tell you stories.
Yeah, we are. It's 2024 right now.
Happy 2024, everybody.
Hey, we're not there yet. So if the apocalypse started at midnight, don't tell us.
Listen, we're pre-recording for the holiday.
Yeah.
But just the idea of saying it's 2024, I like the numerology. I like the vibe. I like the fact that it's an even year again.
Great.
I feel like there's a lot of potential and great things can happen.
I never thought about the numerology of it and the evenness of it, but that's a good number.
I really tend toward even numbers myself.
Cool. Should I go first?
Yeah.
Grandpa's Lost Ring. Hello, my loves. Longtime listener, third-time writer. Georgia just called out for traysure in Couch's story.
Yes.
And it says present time for me, 4 months ago for you. Thank you. And it brought up a repressed memory from when I was like 13. Let's get into it. My grandpa died in 2005 of Alzheimer's. I was 5. When the disease really progressed, he lost a lot of weight and his ring started to fall off. He eventually lost his university class ring from 1960, and my grandmother never found it. They were super bummed. Fast forward about 8 years, I'm 13 years old and it's family game night. As we're playing Monopoly, we get a knock at the door and look at each other, all very confused. Why would someone be knocking at the door at 7 o'clock at night while we're playing Monopoly? Rude. My mom answers, and it's this random lady. She says, I know this is super odd, but do you have a moment? I have your father's ring.
What?
My mom, very intrigued, lets her in. So she tells us her story. She bought my grandparents' couch at a garage sale about 15 years earlier. As her son was moving out years later, they turned the couch on its side and a ring fell out. Obviously, she could tell it's a special ring. It's a Western Michigan University 1960s class ring, so she knew she had to find the owner. She finds the house where the garage sale was at. She fucking remembered where she bought it 15 years later.
Amazing. I love this story so much already.
But my grandma had since moved. She doesn't give up hope and keeps looking. She searches public records to find their name and hopefully track them down. Like, this woman is an angel.
Badass.
One day she was telling her treasure hunt to her friend, and her friend, what I would like to think, she says something along the lines of, what the fuck? Joy and Tom Higgins? That's my next door neighbor's parents. Yes, this lady's friend was literally our next door neighbor from the time we moved into that house 25 years ago to present.
Holy shit.
In absolute disbelief, she immediately comes over to our house, and lo and behold, it's my grandpa's ring. We never did finish that Monopoly game. My grandma ended up gifting it to my uncle TJ, and he holds it dearly. My mom, Katie, passed away 4 months ago, and my grandma back in 2020. So you guys bringing up this memory for me is really awesome. It's a nice, heartfelt moment of a stranger doing something amazing for my incredibly caring and loving mom. Hug your moms if you can. They don't live forever. Stay sexy and track down lost treasure if you can. Kate.
God.
I know.
It's so good.
I love those little connections to the past and to people that like just have so much meaning behind them.
Yeah. It makes me think of like the first like nursing home my grandma had to go into when she had Alzheimer's was more like they tried to make it like a house where just older people were living or whatever. And she was there for 6 months or maybe something like that. And then suddenly her wedding ring and engagement band were gone.
Oh no.
And my mom is just like, picks up her hand one day and is like, where's your rings? And she's like, I don't know. And someone that worked there fucking stole her rings off her hand. And it's that kind of thing where you're like, you can go, yep, this happens. And, you know, this is life and whatever. And she was more than just that. But the idea of somebody right now was like, hey, we figured out this belonged to your grandma and you suddenly get it back.
Yeah.
That's humongous.
That's really weird because my grandma, Thelma, when I was little, so it was her and 4 of her little old ladies going to their poker game, got held up at gunpoint in their car.
What?
And they took my grandma's wedding ring.
Oh
in
my
LA.
God.
I know. I forgot about that. So she had this other ring that she always wore, but it wasn't her like she didn't have her husband anymore. She didn't have her wedding ring. It was like so fucking awful. It was LA in the like 90s. I feel like that kind of happened.
Could you imagine if someone was like, ring, ring, hi there. You don't know me. I have Grandma Thelma's wedding ring.
Right. And I'm sure it wasn't worth a lot. They didn't have a lot of money, but it's like.
No, it's entirely just the symbol, just relevant to this one family, these very specific people. Like it isn't worth anything really at the pawn shop or whatever. It's just like, it's that. But also it's that kind of thing where it's like when you're little, it's like I would just stare at my grandma's hand because it was a big old diamond and I was like, oh, whatever. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Oh, this one's good. Paris Catacombs, proposal gone wrong, 3-minute read.
Yes, proposal gone wrong. I'm hooked already.
Right? Hi, you asked for disaster vacation stories, and one of my favorite stories of my husband and I is how he wanted to propose to me while on vacation. In 2017, my boyfriend and I were spending a couple days of our trip in Paris. I had made a long list of things I wanted to do, like art museums, antique flea markets, restaurants, and bakeries. But I guess I must have talked the most about the Paris catacombs. The catacombs had a chipped white metal spiral staircase that goes down for what feels like an eternity. We didn't realize how claustrophobic my husband was at the time. We went down this spiral staircase and got all the way to the bottom with this man mildly hyperventilating. And I kept telling him the whole time that it would open up, the rooms would be bigger, and not to think about being underground. To absolutely no one's surprise, that did not calm him down. He ended up deciding to turn around and walk back up the staircase against all the people coming down in Paris.
Oh.
That's like probably one of the biggest tourist attractions, like top 5.
Yeah.
But because we paid for the tour and he knew I wanted to go, he begged me to finish the walkthrough. So against my better judgment, I speed walked through skulls and bones and uneven flooring and honestly very tiny rooms that never did open up, looking for the exit, which was over a mile away. The tour popped me out in a weird residential area. I had no service, and the only map I had was the paper one provided by the hotel, which had their logo covering parts of the map.
Oh, no.
Eventually, I made my way back to the catacomb entrance and found my sweet boyfriend sitting on the grassy area, looking around nervously. Like out of a movie, we ran towards each other, embracing each other and starting to cry.
Oh.
I thought he had a full-blown panic attack on the steps, and he thought I'd get totally lost because I'm that bad at directions, which I really am. At this moment, he very shakily tried to pull out the engagement box, and as soon as I saw what he was doing, I clamped my hands over his and the box and told him, not right now. Not while we're sweaty and thinking we almost died in Paris. Hours later, we had finally had a moment to relax, and we were sitting at l'Arc de Triomphe. And we shared a long look at each other. And at the same time, he started to say, will you marry me? I said, you can ask me now. Oh. He later revealed that it was his plan to propose to me down in the catacombs.
Yeah. Even if you're goth, I feel like, let's not do that.
No. It's like, oh, is that your favorite thing? Then I'll ask you down there. and put all my own needs aside of like,
Right.
please don't make me go down there. It's so great. He later revealed to me that it was his plan to propose to me down in the catacombs, next to all the skulls, next to the plague. I really hadn't thought I'd talked about the catacombs this much, but he knows how much I love your guys' podcast and true crime. He actually cited My Favorite Murder as a reason he thought I'd be impressed by his proposal, by his proposal location. Love you guys and your podcast. Shout out to my best friend Kate for recommending it way back in 2016. She's the best. You guys are the best. Stay sexy and say yes to a partner who gets how much you like true crime. Oh, that just got me. Alexis. Oh, doesn't just get it, but is in the game of self-sacrifice to theme out your proposal.
That reminds me of Kurt Braunohler of Bananas fame proposing to Lauren. The plan was to do it in a hot air balloon.
Oh, yeah.
Because she had joked constantly about wanting to, like, that was like an inside joke between them. And so he took her up on one, and she was having such a bad panic attack that he had to wait till they got to the ground to propose. That's hilarious.
We just don't know. We don't know what is really going to scare us.
That's right.
The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. In the summer, healthy habits are easy to keep. Until you leave the house.
You walk out the door, and the next thing you know, you're barefoot and feral in a gas station candy aisle.
That's why Kachava makes it easy to maintain your routines.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake, and now it comes in new travel packs.
Every packet gives you a simple shake with protein, fiber, vitamins and minerals, greens, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and more.
They're easy to toss into a bag, easy to take on the road, and a simple way to stick with your normal wellness habits, even when your schedule changes.
Man, that Kachava matcha in the individual packs is like my dream snack. It's exactly what I need and want in between the like not great meals I'm eating for lunch and the snacks I would have had anyways that are terrible for me. Like this is something I feel like I'm treating myself when I take.
You're treating yourself to vitamins, fiber, all these things that your body really wants and needs and kind of craves that it does seem like it takes a big effort to get. So now you're getting it all in one packet and in a little drink you like.
Take your daily ritual with you.
Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Kachava, KACHAVA.com, code MFM.
Goodbye.
If you're always on the lookout for a great audiobook or just want help figuring out what to listen to next, there's a podcast you should know about.
It's called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audio Book Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode takes a closer look at some of the most talked about new audiobooks on Audible, spanning a wide range of genres from sci-fi and literary fiction to rom-coms, thrillers, and comedy.
Cal is joined by guests who dig into what these stories are about, what makes them stand out as audiobooks, and why they're connecting with listeners right now.
If you're looking for your next listen, this is a great place to start.
Listen to Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye. Okay, speaking of Ouija board, spooky time, this one's called.
Oh, okay.
I am not a longtime listener, and because of that, I gloriously get to binge old episodes in between new ones with no rhyme or reason to the order in which they're listened.
Perfect.
The joy of it is never knowing what year I'm in as I listen to your present day commentary and recently listened to one about the Ouija board. But what is time? To the spirits of the Ouija, it is arbitrary, and I've got a little spooky story for you all that took place in an abandoned house in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. The town in which I spent some of my formative years, and the reason why I never look in windows or mirrors at night. Ooh.
Oh.
Like all the good late 80s, early 90s kids, a summer spent breaking into abandoned houses at night with your friends was the norm.
Sure.
On one particular night, an older female neighbor of mine decided to make it even scarier by bringing a Ouija board and candles. None of us knew what it was, and fully fearful of ghosts, having not habituated to the town's normalcy, I played anyway, knowing if I didn't, I'd be banished from further middle of the night cool kid hangs, and being the new kid in town, you just gotta suck it up.
I mean, you really do. It sucks because no one actually likes the idea of doing a Ouija board. No one likes it. Everyone's scared of it except for maybe the one girl who brought it. But everyone else is
everyone has to pretend.
We don't want to conjure the devil, but you have to, like, you're 12, so you have to be cool.
Totally. Despite believing in ghosts, I am a skeptic of all things, and even at 10, decided to challenge the shit out of this board.
Oh.
When it was my turn, I asked, quote, what is my grandfather on my mom's side's name?
Nice.
So she's getting specific right away.
Yeah, she is.
As the planchette made its way around the board, it spelled out BYRON. Now remember, I was the new kid in town. I didn't even know if they knew my name. My grandfather, Byron, died when my mom was 7.
What?
A major traumatic event in our family and not something I was going around talking about, but the only dead person I knew at the time, so that's what I went with. Let's just say I made some excuse and got the fuck out of that house and away from that board stat after that correct answer.
What if you're playing with the Ouija board and the new girl in town asks a question all confident and then her face turns white as a ghost when you get your answer and she just fucking leaves?
Right.
I'd be like, hey, new girl, what was your last school like? And I would run out after her as if we were going to socialize and then be like, bye.
I'm going to make sure she gets home okay.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I never played again until I found a board from the 1960s in my parents' basement. I made my friends and I all play a couple of years ago on New Year's Eve, but it was short-lived because I dropped the board behind our built-in bookshelf where it can't be reached. I can't wait for whoever buys our home after us to eventually renovate and find it.
She should drop a note back there that says, this isn't supposed to be creepy. It was an accident.
Or this was supposed to be creepy. You're being haunted.
This is the devil's work.
That's right. Over the years, I've done some really reckless and stupid things that confirm I am a cat and likely on life 7 or 8. However, my mother's suffering from serious loss has me convinced that her parents and brothers are protecting me in the earthly realm so that she doesn't suffer another loss.
Oh.
I'm going to be 40 this year and thankfully have matured a little bit, but nevertheless am still a believer in ghosts and the spiritual realm. As a social worker and therapist, I thank you for bringing me joy when I'm all out of energy for my own dark humor on the tough days, and thank you for advocating for those voices who can't/won't be heard. Stay sexy, believe in ghosts, and don't get murdered, but if you do, make sure to haunt the shit out of them and keep the Ouija spirits alive. Allison.
Man, Allison. Good one. Byron showed up and was like, what's up? What do you need? I'm literally standing behind you at all times.
I've always been here.
Learn it, know
Got
it.
your back. Yeah.
Byron is up in her face, helping out. Okay. The subject line of this email is the story I would have told at my sister's wedding. Hey, frienderinos, have I got a story for you? It has all the things. Older sisters sacrificing younger, old motorhomes, sleeves of Oreo cookies, and loud, high-pitched girl screams. Is that not what you want? Well, you're getting it. I promise it's worth it.
We'll take it.
Do it. Make the beginning of your email exactly what you want it to be. Convey yourself the way this person is so excellently doing.
Do it.
You're getting it, and I promise it's worth it. And I should have shared it at my sister's wedding. I was never asked to talk, but I was also never asked not to talk. I should have done it. Here goes. I was not asked not to talk is such a great approach.
Yeah.
My family used to go camping all the time. We had a junky old RV that we took everywhere. One particular occasion when I was 9, my sister must have been 11, we went to a campground adjacent to Yosemite called Crane Flat. One day, my mom and I were sitting in a hammock eating a sleeve of Oreos. Our campsite was next to a little meadow, which could be accessed by a step down. We were looking at the meadow, not saying much, when it looked like the step moved. The texture looked a little different too, maybe even a little fuzzy. Weird. Anyway, we just kept eating the Oreos. The fuzzy step stood up and revealed that it was not a step, but actually a bear. I don't think anyone has ever gotten out of a hammock as quickly as my mom and I did, Oreos flying, me screaming in girl terror. My mom ran to get some pots and pans to clang loudly, telling me to get inside. I proceeded to scream and run towards the RV, shouting at my sister to let me in. There was a bear outside, and please, please let me in. Her head popped up by the window next to the door. She opened the window just a crack, looked directly at me, and said, "No, if I let you in, the bear will come in too."
Oh my God. What an asshole.
And then she closed the window and just stood there looking at me. The bear was now fully in our campsite, searching for food. Oreo's gone. And I ran in a circle around the fire pit and just screamed such a high, loud scream that only little girls can do, while my sister just watched.
Oh my God.
The bear must have gotten sick of this because he left to go visit the neighbor's campsite. The neighbors had seen the commotion and were huddled in their camper looking out the window as the bear proceeded to eat the hot dogs they were grilling straight off the grill.
Ooh.
Bust open a bag of Ruffles potato chips like a bomb. And then parentheses, it said clearly the bear knew this routine. And ate all the hot dog buns. I was still screaming when the bear finally left. My mom came around holding pots and pans. And then in parentheses, it says, "Why did that take so long, Mom? Where were these pans?" And she made my sister open the RV and let me in. And then in parentheses, in all caps, it says, "Too late." In the story I would have shared at the wedding, I would have rightfully shamed her, of course, but also I would let her husband know that she found her person that she'd open the door for, even at risk of inviting the bear inside as well. My sister and I are best friends now. She's the one who recommended your podcast to me. Hi, Alice. Thanks for sticking with this email, and I hope it was worth it. SSDGM, and don't sacrifice your little sister to the bear. Lucy.
I love that because that's hilarious. What a sweet twist at the end. She absolutely should have spoken at her wedding.
Yes.
And I love that it's like a fake story that she delivered. That's like what this has become, is like stories I didn't tell.
Yes, stories I should still tell. Stories I want to tell, but there's not enough weddings or whatever.
Right. Totally. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. If you're always on the lookout for a great audiobook or just want help figuring out what to listen to next, there's a podcast you should know about.
It's called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audio Book Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode takes a closer look at some of the most talked about new audiobooks on Audible, spanning a wide range of genres from sci-fi and literary fiction to rom-coms, thrillers, and comedy.
Cal is joined by guests who dig into what these stories are about, what makes them stand out as audiobooks, and why they're connecting with listeners right now.
If you're looking for your next listen, this is a great place to start.
Listen to Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold.
Goodbye. Uncle Tony accidentally went to Woodstock. Hi, MFM team. A couple weeks ago, Karen mentioned her dad jokingly confessing to having gone to Woodstock. Do you remember that? Yeah.
But it's completely untrue.
Okay. I thought you would want to hear about the time my family thought my Uncle Tony was pulling the same joke on us, but it turned out to be the truth. According to my cousins, there was a day in recent years when Woodstock somehow came up in conversation. My Uncle Tom randomly chimes in and says, "Oh, I went to that, and it was horrible." At first, everyone thinks he's joking because he's a huge goofball, but he insists he isn't messing around this time. For context, my family immigrated from Italy in the 60s, but originally lived in Quebec for a couple years before ending up in Queens. Uncle Tony said that when living in Quebec, his coworkers approached him and asked if he wanted to go to a concert. Due to there being a huge language barrier, Tony didn't get a lot of details before agreeing. They piled onto a bus and drove down to New York, only to get off in a cornfield and walk for hours. I love this one because it's totally me at a thing that everyone else fucking had a great time and loved it.
Yeah.
According to Uncle Tony, quote, "It was so hot, we were miles away from the stage, and all there was to eat was corn. In my country, corn is for the chickens," unquote. He found it to be such a miserable time that he felt no need to mention his attendance, and it wasn't until decades later that he realized that he had accidentally attended a historic event. Even then, he still didn't care. Brady, they, them.
Brady, legendary. Your Uncle Tony is the Uncle Tony.
Yeah.
That's a classic Uncle Tony situation, story, and attitude.
Only Uncle Tony could have a bad time at Woodstock.
It's similar to my Uncle John, who went to Burning Man because he was the contractor that provided the toilets.
No way.
My Uncle John, may he rest in peace, was one of the greatest, John Kilgara, one of the greatest people, one of the funniest fucking people of all time. And he was like, "Yeah, we got this order. They need some toilets up there. We bring them up. We pull up. There's girls on bikes with no shirts." I'm like, "This sounds good to me. We'll stay here for a week." Like he went to Burning Man more than once.
Oh my God.
As like the toilet guy, fully just being there to observe and people watch and laugh his ass off and drink beer.
I love that.
Isn't that the greatest?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, I think it's my turn. This is a nice holiday story. It says, "Dad ruined Christmas and New Year's. Lighthearted dad fuck up." And then the first line of this is, "I give up on intros. Hi, my youngest sister was born in mid-December in the 80s, and the process was not kind to my mother. When Christmas rolled around, my brother, sister, and I, 4, 2, and 6 respectively, ran downstairs excited to see the magic left by Santa. But there was nothing.
Oh.
No gifts, no toys, no stuffed stockings. We screamed in collective anguish." It's so fucking funny.
That's so sad.
My dad, blurry-eyed and sleep-deprived, stumbled down the stairs to find out what the fuck. He gaped at my siblings and I, clutching our empty stockings and sobbing.
Oh.
While taking care of my mother and sister, Dad had neglected to not traumatize his children. So there he was, Christmas morning, trying to explain about Santa.
I had pictured like nothing being there, but there were actual stockings that were just fucking empty.
Yeah. It was all set up like, here he comes. It's happening now. And it's like, no, he skipped us. Fast forward a week or so later. And then in parentheses, it says, "What is time? Math?" which made me laugh really hard.
Yeah.
So fast forward a week or so later to New Year's Eve. Dad tucked us all into bed, kissed us goodnight, and announced, "That's the last kiss you're getting all year."
Oh.
Cue 3 sobbing children and 1 panicked man trying to explain about calendars. To this day, my dad has never lived this down, and I can assure you all of us were extra grateful when Mom resumed her parenting duties. I mean, 80s dads, sorry to say, literally didn't expect to do any Christmas shopping.
Right.
Didn't, you know what I mean? That's kind of a given, was Mom does literally fucking everything.
Totally.
And it would have had to have said, you have to be sure to, you have to be sure, as like she's literally having her 4th child.
Right.
Okay, sorry, now I've taken over this email. Okay. Stay sexy and know you'll be the reason someone's in therapy. Bronwyn. P.S. My parents' names are Alan and Ella. Dad always says he wished his name had been Sam so they could have opened a restaurant. Salmonella.
Cute.
Salmonella.
Salmonella. I didn't get it at first.
A perfect dad joke. It's a thinker.
It's perfect.
And then in parentheses, it says, that wordplay is for Karen. I know how she loves it. And then it just says Bronwyn again. Great job.
Good one.
Real good email.
Happy 2024, everyone. Welcome to the new age.
Yeah, I hope your New Year's is going better than Bronwyn's and her siblings were that fateful year that her dad dropped every ball possible when their youngest sibling was born.
That's right.
Oh, stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producer is Alejandra Keck.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at myfavoritemurder and on Twitter at myfavemurder. Goodbye. The kids are back in school. Now it's your turn to head back to the beach.
During Cheap Caribbean's Back to Beach sale, save $200 site-wide on vacation packages of 4 nights or more with code 200BEACH.
Trade school drop-offs for beach walks, lunch boxes for beach bars, and your daily routine for adults-only relaxation.
Use code 200BEACH and get more beach for less money.
Book your beach vacay today at cheapcaribbean.com. Goodbye.
Hey.
In the summer, healthy habits are easy to keep. Until you leave the house.
You walk out the door, and the next thing you know, you're barefoot and feral in a gas station candy aisle.
That's why Kachava makes it easy to maintain your routines.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake, and now it comes in new travel packs.
Every packet gives you a simple shake with protein, fiber, vitamins and minerals, greens, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and more.
They're easy to toss into a bag, easy to take on the road, and a simple way to stick with your normal wellness habits, even when your schedule changes.
Man, that Kachava matcha in the individual packs is like my dream snack. It's exactly what I need and want in between the not great meals I'm eating for lunch and the snacks I would have had anyways that are terrible for me. Like, this is something I feel like I'm treating myself when I take.
You're treating yourself to vitamins, fiber, all these things that your body really wants and needs and kind of craves that it does seem like it takes a big effort to get. So now you're getting it all in one packet and in a little drink you like.
Take your daily ritual with you.
Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Kachava, KACHAVA.com, code MFM.
Goodbye.
Whether it's help with hormone therapy, weight management, or sexual health, every woman should have access to affordable prescription medication and personalized care that understands the whole woman. Join me, Dr. Doug Lucas, clinical lead of hormone optimization and longevity at LifeMD, along with other leading experts on the podcast Here's Something Good on Women's Health and Longevity. To learn more, go to lifemd.com/iHeart.